How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing awesome today. Welcome to the 4% Entrepreneur Show. My name is Vic, here with you. Hope you guys are doing great. All right, man, we're going to get started here. Today we're talking about how to work smart. Let me make sure we got all the technicalities here. Everything is working. Everything is streaming. We can hear each other. I can see you. You can hear me. Yes? Amazing. All right. Freda is doing amazing. I love the intros. Okay, that's our video team. Thank you to them. All right, we're still trying to figure this out. You know, we're still figuring things out every day. Okay, are we able to do the other camera? Okay. So you guys, today we're talking about how to work smart. Okay, and I think it's important, dude. I think it's important. But before I do that, you know, the intention and kind of how I come up with different, you know, just think of different topics is a lot of times I'm just like, you know, listening to what the conversations that we have in the community, you know, and so and also observing what people are doing and how people are working, especially some of the people that are considered to be right. Higher producers, and some of them are even into, you know, consider themselves to be a little bit into the guru status, if you will, but they're but like observing, right, and just talking to some people and looking at like what's going on industry wide. I think it's important for us to understand a few key principles that might be really, really beneficial for you in regards to, like, you know, building, promoting whatever it is that you're promoting, you know, how to work smart instead of hard. Anybody want to work hard here? I don't mind working hard, man. You know, I don't mind working hard, but construction workers work really, really hard, you know. Coal miners work really, really hard for the rest of their lives. I know my grandpa, I think he was working in a coal mine. My dad was working really, really hard on a construction, you know, being a welder. And you know, but there is not much at the end of that, you know, in terms of rewards. Entrepreneurs work really, really hard, some of them, you know, but my thing on it is, like, I want to work hard, but I want to work hard and smart so that my hard work can eventually be, you know, replaced with automation and systems. So you know, if I want to work hard, I can continue to work hard and I can continue to build my empire, but I would never have to start over again, right? Or grind myself or kill myself in the process. Like, I want my thing, whatever I'm working on, I want my income to go like that, right? So if this is a timeline, dude, if you're not having this in your business, if this is year one, you know, if this is year two, if this is year three, or might be even month one, month two, month three, okay, I want to have that going on. And so a lot of times, all right, what I have, you know, seen for myself and what I see a lot of people, you know, so this is a time, right? And so what happened a lot of times is when we do some things, okay, we might not see major results, but then this thing can go like that, okay? So So this is for some people, okay? Most people is kind of like this, you know? It's kind of like this. You guys see what's happening there, right? Some people, you know, maybe kind of like that, and then maybe like that, you know? So there's different scenarios. What I'm going to show you right now is how to engineer this kind of stuff in your business, okay? You think that'd be a good idea? Agree with that, Chad? Okay, so what we want to do is we want to do whatever we need to do here to prepare for this right here, okay? And this is being obviously your results, your sales, your income, and all that stuff. So that's kind of like what I wanted to tackle here today. We're going to be talking, you know, back and forth. So let me know your thoughts on it. Really appreciate it. We got 931 shares on 4%.com. Thank you. Okay, that's awesome. You guys can share, spread the word with others. We're building a community of entrepreneurs. You know, people that want to go and be at the top. You know, and so this message is not going to resonate with most people in the industry because we're talking about working here. We're not talking about chilling. We're not talking about pushing buttons and getting rich because that stuff does not exist. But we're talking about working, and we're going to be talking about working smart today so that you can have this while others will continuously complain and continuously grind And in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years from now, they'll still be in the same spot, financially, still looking for opportunities, still looking for things, still jump into different, shiny objects out there that might be before them, still trying to figure this out. Whereas you, okay, you can be a category out there in your field. Yeah. Climbing up. Okay, great. Let me take a look at our friends on YouTube's here. What up, you guys on YouTube? If you guys are watching on YouTube, if you want to hang out with us in comments and all that stuff, go to 4percent.com, all spelled out. That's where we're hanging out. Just click on Air tab. Okay, great. Look, if you're a registered member of the 4%, if you have an account with us, we're going to be getting together sometime later on tonight. I'll contact you probably in a Facebook group or something like that, through the members area. So stay tuned for that. As for the rest of us, let's talk about this stuff, right? So I want to keep it simple. Here is, at the core of it, okay, the basics is this. Dude, if I'm an entrepreneur, if I want to work smart, okay, everything that we decide to do, everything that we do or don't do, is going to start with a decision. Very simple. I think this is the baseline that we have to start from, okay, is, I'll give you, there's 5 steps, 5 things I'm going to talk about, okay, is I'm going to decide, okay, decide to work smart. Step number 1, okay, nothing fancy here. I'm going to decide to work smart, man. That's it, decision. I'm going to cut out any other possibility. It's simple, okay. We all hear about this kind of stuff. It's like, dude, I'm going to decide. Okay? It's just like when I step in front of, in my front door of my house, I'm going to decide to go through the door. I'm not going to try, right? I'm not going to try to go through the door. If I'm getting in the car, I'm not trying to get in the car. I'm either going to do it or I'm not going to do it, right? If I want to go, and I'm going live, and that button, the Vaz here, the video guy, he's like, you ready, dude? I'm ready. We're going live. Press the button, go live. We're not trying to press the button. We're going live. It's a decision, right? Boom, it's a decision. Think about your business. I know this is super, super simple stuff, okay? But think about yourself and think about the way that you approach whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, if I don't approach stuff from a standpoint of like decision, like literally consciously, I'm going to decide to blank, right? Decide to whatever it is you want to do. I want to decide to work smart. Boom. Step number 1. Most people will hear this, it just goes over their head. They're like, oh man, this is a bunch of theory stuff. Yes, give me the secret, okay? They missed out like 80% of the secret here. Dude, it's simple, it's black and white, okay? Think of success as like this. It's either 1 or a 0. You're going to do it or you're not going to do it. You're going to succeed or you're not going to succeed. You're not going to try to succeed, right? You don't try to succeed. Everybody, if somebody else can succeed, you can succeed, all right? It's A or B, 1 or a 0. And that's how I look at my stuff that I do. That's how I look at a lot of things in my business, in my life. A black and white type situation. Either I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. I'm going to work smart or I'm going to work hard, okay? I'm going to work hard, but the actions I'm doing here because I've decided to work smart, okay? So I want my hard work, short-term inconvenience, right, to be turned into a long-term comfort. That's what I'm building towards. That's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to operate in a certain way. And every single thing that I do on a daily basis, everything matters. Everything, okay? What you think, what you consume, what you watch on Facebook, how what you structure, how you structure your campaigns, how you think about marketing, who you listen to, right? The advice that you take, the mentors you listen to, everything, the books you read, right? What you watch on TV, how you think to yourself, how you talk to yourself, and then ultimately how you communicate in your marketing campaigns. All that stuff matters. Okay, all that stuff matters. And so if I did not decide to work smart, I decided to work like everybody else, which is let's see how things go, right? All right. Everything matters, man. You guys always remember, dude, every little thing matters. Everything matters. In business, everything matters. If you want to be great, okay? If you want to be great, everything matters. Number 2, okay, is if I want to work smart, okay? Let me see if I can explain this to you in a way that would make sense for everybody. I want to get into the right, okay? I want to get into the right vehicle. Let me explain to you what I mean by that, okay? If I want to go from point A to point B here, all right, I want to go from New York to California, right? And I want to get there. Super simple stuff, and this is like that's even like cheesy to think about it, but think about it like this, okay? If I'm going to go through that, okay, I can take what, right? I can take a bike, right? I can take a car, I can take a train, okay, or I can take a plane, right? All of these will get me here. There's a point, there is a reason why I'm showing you this, okay? Even though you might think this is super simple, promise you there's going to be, everything's going to circle, everything's going to make sense if you pay attention here, especially if you're taking notes. I wish that you watching this, that you take these ideas and just really don't just listen to them. Don't waste your time here, because your time is valuable. So when you're watching these entrepreneur shows and anything that, you know, I mean, anything that when you hear me talk about stuff, the last thing I want to do is waste your time, you know. But I can tell you this for a fact: when you ponder these ideas and you do something about them today, so that your time is not wasted. This hour that we're here together for, you know, or whatnot, should not be wasted. Okay, it should be addition to your. It should take you to another level. Okay. Here is what. Make sure that we're live here. Okay. Hello, Fran. Okay, William, Pete. Okay, good stuff. Okay. Another way to put it, okay, is most of you guys are in the right vehicle. Most of you guys already have a vehicle, and the vehicle in our industry being, hey, what are you doing? Okay, how are you making your money? How, if you're here, and you want to get here, which is freedom ultimately, how are you going to get there? Okay, what's going to get you there, right? So whatever that vehicle might be, you know, you're building your own company, you're doing your services, you're doing consulting. Vlad over here, we're just talking to me about, hey, you do that. I've got people contacting me about consulting and ClickFunnels and this and that, and I've learned that stuff. So you know, he's got his destination that he wants to work towards, right? You've got your destination that you're working towards. So whatever vehicle that's going to get you there, it matters. Let me tell you this, okay? There's a couple of things when we're talking about vehicle, okay? A lot of people confuse this thing. So I can either, right? I can build a skyscraper, okay? Or I can sell condos for money. Let me explain to you what this means, okay? So your product is irrelevant, okay? So think of your business as a skyscraper, first of all, okay? This is how I think about stuff. So whatever I'm doing, like everything matters, right? So like quality, aesthetics, all that stuff matters, okay? So this skyscraper, it's on the beach, right? It's got the ocean there, right? It's got some swimming pools, whatever, okay? So this is like a 50-story or a 70-story skyscraper, okay? If this is my business, okay, so what we can do is I can build it, right? Ultimately that's what you want, right? You want to be able to build your skyscraper, build your business. It's your thing. You have products. Ultimately, that's what everybody, I think, in our industry at least want to be at, okay? To where you have, you got your products, you've got people working with you. Maybe not everybody wants this, but I think a lot of people would like to own a skyscraper, which is ultimate, okay? Why? Because when you have a skyscraper, usually what do you see in skyscrapers, right? You've got like different, you can put different shops, you can associate with different people, you can collaborate with other companies. This is, you own the thing. So if you're a business owner, that's great, right? There's a lot of privileges, there is a lot of advantages for owning a business, okay? It takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of resources, a lot of money, a lot of frustration, right, to build something like this in a physical world, right? To build a skyscraper takes a lot of money, man. It takes a lot of money to maintain it, to run it. So you gotta know what you're doing, okay? Not everybody can do this, okay? So what we can do, right, is I can, metaphorically speaking, I can align myself with another skyscraper, and I can sell condos in this skyscraper for money, okay? AKA, I can get into somebody else's deal, or I can align myself with another company. We talked about, yesterday in the last show, we talked about there's 3 things you gotta look into: the industry that's gotta be an uprise, the company, and then the product, right? So Heck, the industry might be the city, right? Is the city booming or not, or is it dying? All right? Is there a lot of activity going on? Okay, is there new people coming in? Is there movement? Okay, your building, is the company, okay, metaphorically speaking, and you identify which company. You want to make sure that here's what I'm looking for. When in a real world, okay, when I look at this scenario, I bring everything down to the ridiculous. Just simplify everything down to the ridiculous. This way, your head can wrap around ideas, and then you can transfer it onto business, and it'll be clearer for you to move forward. Okay, so check it out. When I go out there, right, and I want to, and I'm looking for, I'm looking to invest whatever, I'm looking to invest 20 million, 30 million, whatever the condos might cost, right, for me to buy a condo. So what I would be looking at is I would be looking at the aesthetics. I would be looking at whether the building is attractive or not, right? Who lives in that building? All those things matter. Okay. Why would that be different for business? Okay. So if I'm looking to align myself with a business, I want to make sure that what I represent, because essentially, if I can be a real estate agent, right, and I can be selling these condos here. And when I sell this condo for whatever, 10 million bucks, okay, I earn, what do you guys earn? Agents, right? 5%, 6%, 3%, 4%, right? Whatever the commission amount is. So, dude, I can earn a bunch of money, okay? I can earn 500K, perhaps, et cetera, right? I mean, everybody can relate to that. Simple to understand. I don't own it. I'm just selling it, right? So for me as a customer, okay, this thing got to be attractive. Okay, and if I'm paying $10 million to buy a condo here in Miami, Florida, okay, I'm not really buying a condo, am I? Right? I'm not really buying a condo. I am buying a location, right? I am buying the view, and that's what people pay. So me understanding that, right? If I'm a real estate guy over here, okay, if I'm a real estate agent, and I'm talking to a prospective customer, right? Who is looking at this thing, and he's got $10 million in his pocket, right, to invest. I've got to understand the psychology of my potential customer and what he's looking for, and I've got to talk to him not about this thing, but I've got to talk to him about this, okay, which is really, it's like result, okay? At the end of the day, why would somebody pay $10 million for a 3-bedroom apartment? Why, right? It's not because of the 3 bedrooms that they need and some walls and a little kitchen area, right? It's because of the feeling that they'll have. Why do people buy luxury cars and exotic cars and and big fancy watches, $70,000 watches, etc.? Why? Timex might even tell them time better, right? Several reasons. Whatever those reasons or results are that people are looking for, it could be internal satisfaction, how it makes you feel, all that stuff. This is what this guy should be selling. Not this. This is just a means to an end, right? So same thing for your product. You guys getting me here? We're going to loop back around all this, and I think once I bring all this down to a landing, I think you guys will understand. I want to make sure we're on the same page here. Everybody makes sense, yes? That view is on the penthouse, yes. Okay. Heck, I might be buying this because of the prestige location. Location matters a lot, right, in real estate. So identify this, okay? So, but again, if I'm an affiliate, I've got to understand, okay, this concept here. So whatever products I'm selling, what the results are, and again, all these things matter. So I'm going to go to a third one here, and I want to make sure that I do the views on the beach. Okay, I'm getting this different view. Yes, Cameron, good to see you. Glad you're here. Okay. Now let's transition that into business, shall we? Okay, here is, and again, let's keep it simple, super, super simple. Okay, when there is a process to everything, right? So I've got to know the process. Okay, let me explain to you what I mean by that. If I'm in real estate, what's the process in real estate, for real estate agents, right? Getting a customer, meeting a customer, or a prospective customer, right? Potential customer. The showing, the follow-up, and so there's a process, right? I've never actually sold real estate, never cared for it. I've sold insurance before, when I was young, and and I've sold a whole bunch of other stuff. Okay, but there is a process to everything. I don't care what you're doing from the time that when you wake up, and especially if you're doing something at work, there's a process. There's a process to making a Big Mac at McDonald's, right? The people that do that. There's a process for making computers. There's a process for everything, and there's a process for you to sell. There's a process in selling. There's a process in marketing, and so there's a process to you doing whatever it is that you're doing. Okay, depending what your vehicle is. And again, this stuff will matter in a minute here, I think, once we talk about a little bit about the process and the next thing. So in business, here's what I'm looking for. Okay, if I understand the process, all right, if I understand that my process is, at the end of the day, what do I really want? I one roll we buy for status or love. Okay, makes sense, Chet says. Yes? Okay, good. Okay. So there is a process to what we do in marketing, right? We talked about this on other shows. So there is, if this is my timeline here, or if this is my production line, if you will, towards the end, right? So in my business, I'll talk about my business here, but this would be applicable to pretty much any marketer that's listening to this, okay? The process is simple. Traffic, we talked about it, nothing rocket science here, right? There's traffic, there is leads, okay? I've got to be able to get the traffic, turn traffic into leads. I've got to turn my leads into conversions, convert them, okay? And there is sales, okay? Now, what's the difference between conversions and sales? I'll tell you that in a minute. Okay, there's a difference actually between conversions and sales. Because everything I do, if I want to engineer, because ultimately what am I doing here? Look, I'm engineering this, okay? I'm engineering this, okay? So what I do here, boom, okay, right before this thing takes off, you've got to be deliberate. Your success does not happen by accident. It will never be accidental, okay? Your success will always be engineered. Always remember that. There is no such thing as accidental success. The overnight, riches preceded by years and years and years of this kind of stuff, okay? So you sell in real estate, okay, sell with you, okay, yes. All right, so this is what we're building towards, okay? So let me explain to you. At the beginning, I said everything matters. Every move you make, right? Every post you make, every email you send out, every thought you think, every word you say, everything matters. So if I know this is my process for sales, all right, and then obviously sales will lead me to where, okay? It will lead me to good life. It will lead me to where I'm smiling, right? You're smiling because you're working. So I want, all right, if I decide to work smart, right? Working smart, okay, I've got to do some things here, okay, that will allow me to work smart, okay? So let me talk to you about this process. And then what I want to do is I want to have this process. I want to be able, your success here will be determined how smooth these 4 pillars are. 1, 2, 3, 4. How smooth this is. Okay, so my idea here is to figure out how can I be smart in area 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 things, 4 departments, 4 areas in my business. Okay, your business might be a little bit different, but I think for the most part this will apply to most of the businesses that's out there. Okay, and so what I want to do is I want to set it up, I want to automate, and I want to be able to scale so that this stuff happens. Okay, that stuff happens, and I don't even have to be like when it goes like this, right? I'm just watching and I'm enjoying the view, right? I don't have to be there all the time. See what I'm saying? The difference between this and that. Okay, these people don't have that. Here, I'm going to explain to you. It's going to make sense. Here's what I'm talking about. What I want to do is I want to take each one of these categories. Okay, and if you're listening, I think you might have a big. This could be worth many dollars for you. Could be even millions of dollars for you. Okay, here's what I want. Okay, I want to go to step number 4 here, and I want to do this. I want to create assets Okay, I want to create assets for each one of these categories. Okay, once I know the process, once I understand there's 4 things I'm going to focus on, 4 things, I decided to work smart, so everything that's under this category here, everything that I do has to revolve around how can I work smart? How can I set myself up? Because I've already decided, okay? And then if I ask myself, how can I work smart? What's the difference? Most people don't even know what's the difference between working hard and working smart or just working, okay? They think they work smart, they don't, okay? So what I want is everything that I do, man, okay, is gonna circle around this concept here. How can I work smart? Okay, and knowing this right here, I know my process. How can I work smart here? And by working smart, I'm going to create assets. Why do I want to create assets? Because these are the things that will allow me to take myself out of the equation, okay, and my assets are important, right? If I don't have business assets, do I really have a business, okay? I don't have a business. If I don't have a business, there's no assets, there's no value, right? It's not valuable. So everything that I do in the promotions and, you know, me being an affiliate, is I need to create assets. Does that make sense? So I want to talk and see if I can explain to you about this concept as I'm thinking about like creating assets. Okay, here's what let's see if I have my board here. Yeah. Here's what I want, okay? Each one of these categories, each one of these pillars, I want to have this happening. See this? Okay? This is a reverse funnel, right? Reverse funnel. We all know what a funnel is. Okay, you put a whole bunch of stuff at the top and you know, a few things come out in the bottom, right? So it's a funnel. Well, this right here, for me, I want to have a reverse funnel thingy going on so that what I do, okay, my assets, what is that really doing? It's building my base for that category. Okay, I have a feeling that a couple of you guys right now, you're like blanking out on this kind of stuff. Guess what? My leads, what I do here, amateurs will never do that. Amateurs, by the way, they'll never get it, all right? Amateur marketers, they'll be like, well, whatever, man, give me the secret. Look, I've got to have this going on in the leads category. And they're different departments. You cannot commingle them necessarily, okay? In my conversions, I want to have this. I'm going to show you how I'm going to build this, okay? And then in my sales, I want to have this. Look, working smart does not mean working longer hours. Working smart means that I create stack, okay? I create a situation to where I can stack my results in each one of these categories. Traffic, leads, conversion, sales, okay? And so to be able to do that, right, I've got to, can you still see this here? All right, I've got to do step number 4, which is create assets. Okay? Leverage, somebody says, yes. Try that, it says this, Okay, what are you guys talking about? Work smarter, not harder. Is the 4% open now for new customers? Yes, it is, Mike. You can create an account to 4% by clicking the join up at the top. Okay, maximizing the time. Yes, everything has to be revolved. El Medina, what's up, man? Hey, El, I might be in Miami soon, dude. We should catch up if you're around. By the way, any of you guys like from Miami area? I might be in that area sometime over the next maybe week or so, or maybe sometime next week. We can get together for like, a little local meetup or something like that. If you guys are in Miami area, okay? I'll probably make an announcement like on Facebook or something like that, if you're following. Pensacola, yes? Oh, Pensacola, nice. Phyllis, nice. Okay, so for me, I operate on blueprints, okay? I operate on blueprints. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Okay, so in traffic, so in this traffic category, and they are distinct, okay? In the traffic category, how many of you guys have, just right here, out of all of you guys here, how many of you own Internet Traffic Mastery? Okay, I want to give me a feedback here. I want to know how deep I need to go into this training. If you guys own Internet Traffic Mastery, right? Cameron says bigger every day. Nice. If you own Internet Traffic Mastery, okay, You understand this blueprint right here. That's what we talk about. Okay, that's my traffic blueprint. So what I do in the traffic department is very, very, very specific. Okay, I do. Freda does. Who else? I own internet traffic. Chet does. Okay, you guys, look. If you don't own internet traffic mastery, you're missing out big time. I'm just telling you, man. You can be doing whatever. You can be selling real estate for all I know, right? You can be selling insurance for all I know, or being an affiliate marketer for another company. If you do not own internet traffic mastery, you're leaving so much money on the table, it's not even funny, right? I'm being straight up with you, which is what you can expect from Vic here. I don't care about telling people what they like to hear. I'll tell you what you need to hear, you know? Internet traffic mastery will show you how to master traffic. So internet traffic mastery has got 3 levels of traffic. You gotta be very, very specific about traffic. Let me explain to you, okay? If you guys are taking notes, take this, you know, write this down. My scribbles, I know this is not fancy looking or anything, but ideas are worth millions of dollars, okay? For me, that is, and I'm pretty sure it will be for you if you apply it. I'm gonna erase it in a minute here, okay? I'll give you step number 5, okay? Step number 5 will be this. Before I erase it, and then I'm gonna show you the actual setup that I have, okay? Step number 5 is I'm gonna identify, okay? Once I create my assets, okay? I'm going to focus on I'm going to focus on 4% of activities, okay? I'm going to focus on the 4% of the activities in each of these departments, because each of these departments, there is a handful of things that I need to do, just a handful of things, and where I can maximize my results by working smart, okay? Handful of things, not a lot. Where can I find the blueprint you are holding? Okay, if you guys own Internet Traffic Mastery, for those of you guys that do, obviously you have access to it inside the members area of the 4%. We are adding a whole bunch of other trainings to the Internet Traffic Mastery, extra modules, and this blueprint, you'll be able to also print it out for yourself. This should be next to your desk, and when you run your campaigns, you should know this by heart, because it shows you, dude, it's paint by numbers. You start with green, right? This is your fast results traffic. You always start there. And these are influencer media, 24-hour traffic media, social media, but not the way that everybody else is teaching you. Display media and pay-per-click, all right? You start there. It's going to get you fast traffic, okay? Then you scale only if your level 1 stuff works, right? If my level 1 stuff works, then I go to scaling and I go to CPA traffic and Traffic Media X, and then I go for domination, which is creating automation in my traffic so that my traffic generates more traffic, and I create this perpetual situation so that, I never, ever, ever have to worry about traffic, okay? And you can do that in any industry, and I teach you all that in detail, all right? So focusing on 4% of the activities, man, here is what I'm, let me, man, I don't have the room here, so I'm gonna erase this, okay? Okay, I want to show you guys I'm going to walk you through and see if I can give you a diagram that I work off of, okay? So when it comes to traffic, so we said there was 4 things, right? 4 things as far as the process. We've got traffic, right? We've got leads, we've got conversions, we've got sales, okay? And there is a difference between sales and conversions. And then you got the happy face here, right? Which, okay, we're still good here, okay? So these are 4 departments, just to kind of keep our focus on them. Okay, traffic, leads, conversion, sales. Okay, so we start with traffic. That's my process. Okay, my traffic is gonna look like this, okay? This is going to represent my traffic. Okay? I'm gonna say to you guys this. If you want to dominate your space, get to the top at whatever you're doing, you have got to master traffic. Okay, it's one of the categories in your process for getting this. If you don't, if you leave this to be in casual, activity, or if you give it out to somebody, you don't outsource this unless you have mastered it and you know what's going on. If you can turn on the traffic, can you turn on the traffic on demand, right? Can you turn on? I'm not talking about just being able to go and buy like a solo ad. Okay, that's very shallow thinking. You're very limited, and you have like 97, 98% of things that are set up to be, to be pushed against you in that situation. Okay, but understanding traffic generation should be a must for any marketer. I don't care if you're selling marketers or computers or informational products. This right here, I've condensed 13 years of knowledge, of learning and application, over $350,000 just in test money, test budget over the years, into this blueprint right here. Traffic consists of very, very basic diagram right here. You got level 1, level 2, level 3. Forget about everything else. Everything that you will ever hear about traffic, is going to fall into one of the three of these categories. How you go about it, okay, matters. So what I want to do is all of my traffic, okay, I want to create a situation that when I deploy category 1, okay, it will create a stack situation, okay? So remember, what we talked about here, I want to have this stuff going on, okay? So everything, I'm going to start with category 1 stuff, okay? I'm going to start with L1, okay, which is level 1 traffic, and I'm going to deploy first strategy, second strategy. It teaches you, okay? I don't have a lot of time right now, but it's going to I want to create a stack situation so that what I do 2 months from now or 2 weeks from now, it will be an addition. It will be a stack on top of what I've done today, okay? Let me show you the bigger picture here. What I want to do here is I want all of my traffic, right, to go to, from this area, I'm gonna need to focus on mastering my list, okay? I want to create my list. So I create my list, and I want to create a stacking situation here as well, okay? Somebody walk in here in the studio, okay. We all know what a landing page is, okay? We're all marketers here, we all understand. So this is where I capture, okay? Okay, this is my capture. So when I capture this, of course, it's gonna go to my list, okay? In my autoresponder, immediately, what I wanna do is I wanna put it to, okay? I wanna put it to retarget, okay, which is this box right here. If you own Internet Traffic Mastery, you understand the concept, okay? This is my retargeting. Every single click is going to get retargeted, okay? And then I'm typically selling something. So typically what happens here is whatever my sales are, okay? So if I'm selling an informational product or somebody else's deal, okay? Typically when people opt into my capture page, okay, they want to have some kind of a result. So this capture mechanism, okay, will redirect them. This landing capture page will redirect them to whatever that money page is. Okay, so immediately but this should be talking about this. Okay, so we got this going on. Okay, and then hopefully you have this can be a money site or it can be a funnel. Okay, a funnel, or it can be a pre-frame. Okay, a pre-frame page or a bridge page. Okay, a bridge page. There's different scenarios that you can set it up. Now here's what's going to happen. Okay, both of these or all of these situations should be addressing or be centered around a particular result. Okay, that our client wants, that potential customer wants. The conversion here will be very minimal. Okay, regardless if you have a bridge page or a money, if you're selling directly. Okay, if you're not capturing your traffic, you're wasting money. If you're capturing your list, you're going to capture between about 20%. If you're really, 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 really good, maybe 60%. Okay, if you really know what you're doing on a capture page and all that stuff, but you're still leaving, right? Between 40 and 80% of people that hit your site, those clicks are being wasted, and they're not just clicks; they're like real people, okay, that somehow responded to your ad here, and you might be leveraging other people's influence circles and all that stuff that that we talk about in Traffic Mastery here. So that's why I want to retarget everybody, so that I create a control situation here, okay? Because if I spend a lot of money or any amount of money really to getting people to my landing page, and they leave, okay, I want to make sure that I can retarget them for a fraction of that money. Whereas my competition, again, what they'll do, they'll go back and they'll try to, they don't even understand this. So that what they'll do is they'll just, start all over again from scratch and continue to spend money. So whereas somebody else can spend, let's say, hypothetical example here, to acquire, let's just say, $10,000. Okay, this is a big. Let's say $1,000. Okay, most people can wrap their head around $1,000 instead of. Okay, so 1K. If I'm going to spend $1,000 to acquire, let's say, 1,000 visitors. Okay, simple math. Okay, this is like way off. These are like typically when a visitor, is going to cost you like $1. That better be a super high quality visitor. Okay, so let's say I've got 1,000 people. Okay, I spent $1,000 to acquire these people here to my landing page. Okay, with this situation here, I'm going to, build my list and maybe capture, let's say, around numbers, let's say 300. Okay, 300 of them. So what I need to do is I need to understand my numbers. Okay, I'm going to get myself a calculator, and I'm going to track a few things. Okay, I want to know how much each of my visitor, how much I'm paying to acquire a visitor here. But then also there's another metric I need to track, which is how much am I paying for lead. Okay, so in this situation, every lead is going to cost me what, right? See what I'm saying here? So I need to know that. Now, if my competition, okay, if they did this and they don't understand how to do this right here, and I do, okay, these guys tomorrow what they'll do is they'll go back and try to get another 1,000 visitors and hypothetically pay another $1,000, okay? What I'm going to do, again, hypothetical example here, is I've invested today $1,000, I've got my list, whatever that number is, okay, that's great. But then tomorrow, I'm going to market to 700 of these people on here. I already got 700 people in my audiences here, because they're real people, they came to this page, right? If you do what I teach you inside Internet Traffic Mastery, you know how to not get robots and fake traffic. You know how to go for real people and get good quality traffic. So I know these guys are good. They just didn't opt in, right? So whereas my competition, my people that that don't understand this, tomorrow they'll spend another 1,000. For me, I already got a pre-interested list of 700, okay? And I'm going to pay a fraction, okay? I might spend, I might spend $50 tomorrow. Okay, I might spend $50 and I might add another 200 with a different angle. You see what I'm saying? Or I might add another 150. You see what I'm saying? So my cost per visitor is going way down as I stack. That's what I'm talking about, okay? This is what I'm talking about, you stacking. So you're combining what you do here in the traffic department and then how you structure your list building capture mechanism that matters. That's working smart. Am I confusing you guys or are you with me here? What is this ITM? ITM is called Internet Traffic Mastery. You guys can go check it out. Go to programs after this live. If you're on 4%.com, go to programs, click on Internet Traffic Mastery. It's a traffic getting mastery training program that I've created. You guys can check it out. All right, Michael, what's up? Phyllis, okay, I'm with you, making sense to Phyllis. Yes? You guys, small hinges open big doors. Okay? Amateurs will say, dude, I got a solo ad to buy, right? Where do I buy solo ads? Let them do that. You be and think like a 4%er. You work smart. Okay? Working hard is one thing. Don't mind working hard. But dude, save your money. Okay? Working smart, it's not just contracting with working hard. Working smart is about saving money in what you're doing and maximizing your results. Why? Because you can acquire and you can invest more money to acquire a customer. Okay? It's about being efficient. It's about being effective. It's about being, maximizing your results, really. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. 96%. Why do so many people fail? Because they cannot afford to scale. They're ignorant, man. Right? Makes sense? Awesome, makes sense. Okay? You guys owners of ITM, dude, Study that thing like there is no tomorrow. Go, I promise you, if you watch it 50 times, on 51st time, you will learn something new. And you'll have another aha moment on 51st time you watch that training, okay? That should be your traffic Bible. It took me 13 years to condense everything that you need to know about traffic, literally everything, into a blueprint that I teach you, okay? Think smart, think strategy. So list building, what am I doing here? My cost per lead goes way down, my cost per visitor goes way down, and I'm stacking here, so I'm getting new people onto this deal, okay? And it's a snowball, okay? It grows, and I'm being smart about it. Now, what happens here is, what's my conversion rate on the sales? Well, typically, industry-wide, industry average is what about? Maybe 2%, okay? 2%. So of the people, and so what's going to happen here is a setup is going to look something like this, okay, which is what we see, okay? They opted in, they got added to my email list, and they get redirected straight to this page, and then about 2% of people might buy, most people will not buy. So there again, right, 98 people out of 100, they will not buy, statistically, okay? What most people are doing is they have one thing to promote, okay? What I want to do is I want to create a stack in my capture. How do I engineer stack in the capture? Because there's a difference between capture and sales, and I'm going to explain that to you. Okay? There's a big difference. This is not for the amateurs, you guys. It's for the pros. I'm talking to you, I'm literally talking to you about ideas here that usually are reserved for like $10,000 mastermind, like on a yacht or something, So naturally, most people watching this, they'll not get it. Unless you've been listening to me for a while, But I'll try to make sure that you understand it. Okay, I'll do my best. So I want to stack in the conversion. There is a specific way I'm going to go about stacking my conversion. Okay, working smart, assets. Remember, asset creation. Okay, I want to create assets. Okay, where are my assets here? Traffic generation. This is my asset. Knowing how to get traffic is an asset nobody can take away from you, okay? If you have no employees tomorrow, if you outsourcing your traffic generation to somebody else, okay, it's a popular thing to do right now for, propagated by a lot of the so-called gurus, and most people that are ignorant, most people that want to take the short route, right, to success, they're like, hey, dude, it's easy, I'm just going to hire somebody. Well, what if that somebody screws you over or they disappear tomorrow? Right? What if you have nobody that works for you or you can hire and you need to make money? If you don't master traffic generation, you're done. You toast, period. Game over, right? Game over. So this should not be outsourced to anybody else, right? It's your asset. Your knowledge is your asset. Remember that. Your knowledge is your asset, okay? That's asset number one, okay? What else? Your capture page is an asset. If you watch, what did I, a couple of shows ago, by the way, we're going to, sometime tonight, you guys, we're taking all of these 4% entrepreneur shows and all these episodes. I think we're on episode, 6 or 7 probably today, right? All of this stuff will live in the 4%.com that you guys, if you're registered, you'll be able to access. Your landing page, we talked about on one of the previous episodes, is I'm going to do this. I always want to split test it, right? So split testing and having a winning landing page is your asset. Why? Because I want to stack, right? I want to stack. So I want to, again, what am I doing? Okay? I'm doing this. I'm doing this stuff. This could be my split testing, but then boom, I got a winner. Okay? Boom, right here. This is my winner. And what I did here, everything mattered. So here's my winner, my winning converting, highly converting landing page. All these landing page converted at 20%, whatever. I'm like, disappointed, I'm frustrated, and then boom, I got a winner, I'm getting at 60% conversions. Okay? That right here becomes your asset. So I keep it. Right? I keep it and I stack it. So it goes into that metaphorical file. Yes? Have to have and master traffic. Adrelita. Yes. Okay, great. My email. Okay, some of you guys are talking about. Okay, so if you guys have questions, I want to be, maybe we'll have some time for Q&A, okay? So here's what I want to do, okay? I want to identify my assets, man. Now, how do I solve this right here? Well, I solve this by building everything, okay, around or in a way that will, again, I decided to work smart, okay? Again, remember this. I say it, I think, on every show. You don't have a business, you are a business, okay? So here's what I'm gonna do. I wanna stack and prepare myself for sales, and I wanna have multiple sales going on, okay? Let me explain to you. So what I wanna do here is I wanna have, and we've been talking, I wanna erase this, man. I wanna erase this, because I wanna show this to you. Okay, I have this list that's compiling, that's building, and again, I'm stacking my activity, I'm stacking my list. By the way, what's another asset here for you? You know, you got knowledge for traffic, you've got connections for traffic in the traffic world. That's another asset. Okay, so knowledge, connections, collaborations with, you know, with traffic providers, with network owners, and you will get to the point where you'll be able to call a network. For example, when you're ready to scale your traffic, like I'm teaching you inside Inner Traffic Mastery. Dude, having a connection to be able to call a CPA network and talk to the owner of the CPA network or maybe your account manager and having a great relationship with them and say, hey, here's my offer, here's what I'm promoting, I want to scale this thing, here's my budget, here's what I want to do, here's what I want to be at. Boom, if you have that connection, it's an asset, okay? It's an asset. Amateurs will never have that, okay? So building your assets that you can later average. Here's why that's important. When I go to like a CPA network, for example, right, and I have a winning landing page, I only go there after I have tested my level 1, okay? Scaling would be level 2, and I would go to like a CPA. But with level 1, I would identify my winner for my landing page that's converting high, okay, for whatever I'm promoting here. So I'm maximizing my result here. And then I expand it, and I go to like a CPA network, and I say, hey, here is a landing page, already a winner, okay? Here is what I want to promote, okay? Give me a list of your top performers on your network that would fit for what I have to promote. That would be a good fit for me. So by you creating this relationship, and some, you know, again, what you're doing here is, man, is you're doing that hard work that most amateurs don't want to do, that sets you up for that big hockey stick growth, okay, later on. And then everybody else will be watching and looking at you, be like, oh, he got lucky, she got lucky, oh, she must be special, he's got, I can never be like that. It's not because you got lucky, it's because you were smart where everybody else were goofing around, okay? Okay, list building, architecting. Okay, now here's what I want to do, man. I want to, this is where I was going with that previous train of thought. Another asset is going to be your autoresponder, okay? An autoresponder would be your asset. If you guys are taking notes, I just don't have a lot of time to write this down. Like having an autoresponder, a good delivery, autoresponder. Like right now, you guys, I'm telling you, right now, I'm testing out and I'm split testing right now in my business today. As a matter of fact, I've got a brand new autoresponder that I'm going to be testing against my current one. We have an account with Maripost, great company, love them and everything. But I want to know, like, everything changes, right? I want to know what's out there, delivery rates, and I know, we know, just like I want to split test my landing pages, okay? I want to know what's good out there in the world when it comes to autoresponders, okay? And so the best way to find out is split test it, okay? Split test it. So that's what we're doing. Why? Because it's an asset. Every point, okay, every decimal point, every percentage point matters. Again, everything matters in your business because that stuff will determine how many people will have your emails, okay? So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a situation to where, okay, I'm going to do something that most people are not doing. And even the people that I speak with, even some of my buddies in the industry, okay, I'm like, dude, you guys are missing out, dude, because you're depending on something to feed you every day. If you're working anyways, and if you're putting the time and energy and money and doing this concept anyways, and you're getting peanuts over here, why don't you start building you and create an asset, okay, a stack, okay, in conversions category? How do you engineer high conversions? You engineer high conversions by being smart and getting your butt to work, all right? Which most people don't want to do. They don't want to. They don't want to do either or. Okay? They just want to hustle. Okay? How do I engineer conversions? I engineer conversions by, again, thinking, how can I work smart? You can work smart. Check it out. In the real world, okay? If I have a good-looking home and I'm prudent, okay? I think that's the word, right? A prudent person. Somebody who doesn't mind working. Somebody who thrives or kind of tries, every single day tries to improve themselves, right? Every single day they're trying to, to become better, to have more, to build, right? And so it's being that prudent type, having that prudent mindset, okay? So these people typically they live in good neighborhoods, they have beautiful homes, okay? And these people have great friends and, other people want to be around them. It's just good to be around them, right? They have a nice looking home. Look, why do people think differently about business? Okay, most people think, well, if I can, how do you think your life would be if you needed to sleep on somebody's couch every single night? Like if you did not have your home in the real world, okay? And I had to go to somebody and rely on somebody and depend on somebody to provide me a couch to sleep on every night. In other words, I don't have a home. In other words, I'm homeless. Okay, and there is layers and there is different variations of being homeless, right? If you got friends who can say, hey, dude, just plug into my thing and here promote this thing and make some money, you're like, yay, AKA I'm gonna sleep on your couch for a day or two or a month, right? But then that dude is like, hey, dude, I'm selling my home or I'm no longer around. Hey, I'm out of here, bye-bye. And you're like, oh, man, it's winter time and I don't have another buddy to sleep on their couch, so what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the library and try, or like a homeless shelter. You see what I'm saying? Or somebody, other people go under a bridge or something like that. Look, in business, it's the same thing. So what I want to do is I want to engineer high conversions. I want to create my home. Okay? All right? I want to create my home. I want to build my home. I want to tell you why this is important. You guys, I'm doing this, have been doing this ever since I've discovered this concept, okay, over a decade ago. Always preach about this. People that listen, dude, they go and they prosper. People that don't, they're going like this. Circles and circles and circles and circles. Okay? You see what I'm saying? You do not want to be homeless on the internet, especially if you're on the internet. You do not want to be homeless. Okay? Here's why this is important for me. If I have a home and I've got these audiences that I'm building here, I'm going to do what the amateurs are doing anyways. Okay? That's good. You get your 2% conversions, all that stuff is good. You're building your audiences. Amateur will continue to hammer. Bam, buy, buy, buy. This is the coolest thing. You need it. Buy, 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 buy. And guess what? They're killing their list. They're killing their one of the biggest assets in business. They're killing it. Okay? Open rates might go from 30% or 40% down to 10% and then 5% and then 2% and then heck, nobody even wants to open their emails because it's always about this one thing because that's the only thing they've got. Okay? And they're killing their asset. They're working so hard over here to build this asset and then they're killing it, man. Don't listen to anybody who tells you to hammer your email 50 times a day. Okay? If you want to do that, there are ways to do that smart. For example, list segmentation. Okay? You can do that. So if you send out an email, off topic here, but I'll give you this since I'm on this thought, train of thought. So if I send out an email to 10,000 people, okay, and tomorrow I'm going to take a look at how many of those 10,000 people opened an email. All right. So tomorrow, what I can do is I can say, everybody that opened that email that I sent out, exclude them from today's broadcast. And so now I'm communicating with let's say 9,000 people or something like that, right? If my open rate was like 10%, or 8,000 people if my open rate was 20%. So then I have a group of people that didn't see that. So that's another conversation. But what I want to do ultimately is I want to engineer high conversion situation, okay? So I want to have in my conversion category, right? I want to do this. I want to stack. And so here's how I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that by creating myself and building myself a home, okay? My home is going to be about me. So this is who I am, and you want to keep yourself in a category, okay? Identify the vehicle, the company, the products, right? Products can be different. Company can be one or two or several, but the industry usually, if you play in a particular industry, so what you do is you create a situation to where you categorize yourself, okay? What are you all about? Okay? If nobody knows what you're all about, and if you're just trying to make a buck, you can probably make a buck, but you will never last, right? You'll never last. But since you're doing the work anyways, and you're getting here anyways, you might as well add this, right, and work smart so that you can increase it. So here's what I'm going to talk about, okay? So here's what I can do here. I create my home that's resembling and talking about me being in a particular category or a particular genre, right? A particular industry. Internet marketing for me might be a good thing, right? So because I'm an internet marketer, I'm serving this community. That would include affiliate marketing, that would include information marketing, right? Perhaps network marketing could be a separate category because like a different industry. A lot of people have different mindset about that, okay? Somebody who is like in just different industries, well, consulting, right, could be a different, so consulting is different from network marketers. Like network marketing and consulting, they're two different things. You don't commingle those together, right? But you identify what you want to be known for. You can create departments within your thing, which is a little bit more advanced. But I think initially, whatever that star is, okay, for people that you're attracting here through your landing page, your home should resemble that as well. Okay, so there should be connection. You got audiences to message, to market, and you got the matching thing going on, right? So there's a good match to what you are. Now, what I can do is this. In my home, okay, this is going to allow me to do this, okay? So if you do this properly, which is another thing, okay, I teach this inside my the $1 Million Conversion Model, which is right here. Again, 13 years of being in the industry, trying different things. And this right here, you guys, as simple as this looks, okay, as simple as this looks, is responsible for generating tens of millions of dollars, okay? Now, here is what this situation will allow me to do, okay? Now, I will separate myself from all my other competitors, just like I did here, okay, by being smart. I want to remove myself because if somebody didn't resonate with this particular message, do you think that me hammering them 20 times with the identical message will make them change their mind? Okay? No. If the message did not resonate, they still want the result. I understand that. Okay? I can talk about other things related to the result that they want because they don't want your product. They don't care about the product. They just want that. Okay? So I got to know that. And so through my home, okay, communicating, and this allows me to build relationship, okay, trust, okay, and brand, okay. Through that process, I can tell you from experience, you guys, okay, whereas I'm over here, I'm getting about 2% conversions, like amateurs are doing. Through this process, okay, it gets me a bump, okay, a 15%, to 40%, okay? Let me see what I have in my, on my blueprint, because I actually pulled up actual numbers when I was putting this together. I took statistical data across everything that I've done, all the promotions, everything. We got 15 to 25% here, okay? So I guess I can be congruent and stick with it. But, it's been, I guess we can stick with averages, okay? 15 to 45%, or 25% rather, excuse me, okay? Bump. So again, what am I doing here is I'm creating my asset, okay? But this is just the beginning of the coolness, okay? The same product, I can be selling same product, talking through different things, building all these things here, right? Which is also an asset, and an emotional connection is an asset as well, okay? I don't have a business, I am a business, okay? Most people think this is their business. No, this is my business right here. This just happens to be one of the things that I can offer to my market, okay, through my service. But more importantly, this allows me to create a situation where I have this, okay? For example, we talk about multiple streams of income and all that good stuff, right? We talked about the bucket concept, okay? If this is your bucket and you want to fill it up with sales, you know, and if you're selling other people's programs, those sales could be looked at as metaphorical rocks in the bucket, right? I'm going to throw a rock over here, a big rock over here, a little rock, smaller rock, bigger rock, all that good stuff, right? So I'm going to fill up this bucket with different size rocks representing different size commissions and different sales that I can generate, okay? The only way I can sustain this and consistently generate this, you guys getting this? Okay, you understand this? The only way that I can consistently, okay, generate this and create this situation is through my home, okay? Through my home, consistently, long term. I'm not talking about, you know, being a flash in the pan type success. I'm talking about long term, okay? Unique selling point. We're still here. You guys still here with me? Yes. Send it. I see. Okay. Da-da-da-da. It looks like this. Looks like the. It looks like the whiteboard. You've done this before. I've done this before. This is the core of like, if you people that, you know, people that want to go from 10,000 to 100,000, from 100,000 to $1 million, it's going to revolve. Their scaling is going to revolve around this model right here, okay? Which is the core of. It's like, dude, it's a blueprint, man. That's, you know. So products can change, companies can change, commission structure can change, but I want to create. This is my control center, man. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, okay, is this. All right. If I talk about this product, and for whatever reason people did not resonate with this product, and if I'm in the industry, okay, whatever that industry is, okay, similar industry, okay, I might recommend other companies or other products. But again, what am I doing here? Okay, for my conversion, okay, I'm creating a stack. Okay, I'm creating a stack. So, but what I need to do is this. I need every piece of communication. Write this down. Okay, every piece of communication. Ultimately, that's what I want. Every piece of communication, starting with my ad, if I can. Okay, sometimes it's not possible to do this in the ad, depending on which traffic strategies that you're deploying. Okay, starting with the ad over here and down to, especially through my home here. Okay, I want every single ad, every single piece of communication to be value-centric ad, or value-centric piece of communication, or value-centric contact. Okay, value-centric touch. You see what I'm saying? If you do that, you're creating a stack. Okay, a piece of value, a piece of value, a piece of value, a sale. Okay, piece of value, piece of value. Naturally, people will want to do business with you. What is this? This Mac can connect to iCloud. Okay, later. Okay, guys, just wait till the things are set up. Okay, so you guys are talking about promoting products here. All right. If you're in the 4%, if you're registered with 4%, we're gonna meet up like in a Facebook group later tonight. And we'll have our, insiders hang out there, okay, talking about other stuff. Here's what I want to create here, okay? These different size rocks here, it can represent multiple companies, okay? So if my people, okay, if I'm creating this, right? Again, we talked about this. I can be surveying them. I can be delivering value to them. If they don't resonate with one thing, I can have another thing, okay, that potentially can get them that result that they initially opted in for, keeping them congruent, okay? And I can do this. This is where I create a situation to where I don't rely on companies, okay? I don't rely on anything that's one. I don't rely on anything. I don't have to sleep on somebody else's couch. In fact, I invite people to my home, okay? And so what you do, okay, what you do is you go to, I'm just gonna put it here, okay? You go to, all right, you go to step number 5 in our 5 steps of working smart, okay? And you focus on 4%. You focus on 4% of the activities, okay? what are the 4% of the activities that I need to focus on? Once I understand the setup, once I do that, okay, most people, they're just grinding, they're just, working like crazy, nothing to show for, okay? You still work like crazy, but you're building up towards the future, right? You're building up towards something in very, very near future that will give you this hockey stick growth in your business. Here are the 3 things, the only 3 things that you need to focus on, okay? I'll just keep it simple for you. The only 3 things, when you focus on 4% of the activities, eliminate 96% of the garbage you don't need to focus on, okay? Let the amateurs focus on that. Number 1 is you focus on mastering traffic. Okay, I think we can just probably say just traffic generation. That's your activity. Okay, traffic gen. That's your irreplaceable, unarguable, if that's even the word. Okay, activity. That will be in the 4% category. You've got to be focusing on generating traffic every single day. That's one of your core 4% activities. Okay. Number 2, what do? Okay, is you focus on build and maintain your home. Okay? Have you guys heard a saying, you don't want to work in your business, you want to work on your business? And there's a difference between working in your business versus working on your business. Okay? If I'm going to work anyways, right? You can work for somebody else doing this kind of stuff, and that's where your business ends, and getting peanuts at the end. Okay, hopefully they convert. Hopefully they, maybe they don't. Maybe they do. Who knows? You have no control. If I'm putting the work anyways, I better focus on building my home because I'm stacking my conversions. I'm stacking my sales. Okay, and this, by the way, in that sales category, again, what happens here is I'm stacking my sales. Okay, this is where I can recommend. If I talk about, I can review programs, I can review products, heck, I can review whatever your department is, okay? And when I do that, when I'm talking about a particular thing, dude, I can recommend a little autoresponder, and I can earn a little $10 commissions here, okay? Because I've got an audience anyways, they're in my home, we're drinking tea. So my focus should be, I've got to build. If you don't have it, you got to build it, okay? Otherwise, you're homeless. It's just the truth. Okay? You can beg and be under the bridge, or you can be living in a penthouse, okay? Looking over the ocean. You decide. The difference between 4% and 96%, right, is that 4%ers build their homes, okay, on rock-solid foundation and build their businesses, because this is your business. Everything else revolves around your business, okay? What am I doing here? If you guys have been following me here, 4%, all that stuff, what are we really doing here, okay? We're building out the vision is to build the world's biggest learning platform, okay? All of my attention goes where? Okay? Where's my attention right now? My attention is this. This is the 4%. This is my life. That's what I do. I don't focus on anything else. Everything else that we do, we have alliances and collaborations with all other companies there, okay? But my attention is building out my home, okay? We'll build it. Maintaining your home. Okay, constantly improving your home, making sure that your skyscraper, remember in the beginning we talked about, your skyscraper? Okay? If you want to have high sales, big sales, your skyscraper needs to look awesome. Okay? If you got an ugly looking skyscraper over here, that's all run down, stinky, right? And you got a beautiful glass, ceiling to floor windows, right? Just gorgeous thing over here, polished, sparkling, beautiful swimming pool, beautiful grounds, and everybody smells good, right? It's got good energy around it. It's maintained well, right? It's people that own it, that run it, reinvest back into it, keeping it clean, you're always improving on it, right? Which one do you think will have better success? Which one do you think will attract, other collaborations? You see what I'm saying? So one of my 4% activities, you guys, were my competition. They're just focusing on, what's hot today, man? Where can I make extra buck? Amateur. 4% activity. Have your home. Focus on your home. What's home? You guys, if you know how to build your own site where it can be interactive, where you can feature products, where you can capture emails, where you can communicate, right? You can bring people there. It will be, here's who I am, here's what I do, here's what I can help you with, here's how I'm different from everybody else. Okay, let me show you a little example here. For those of you guys that don't, okay, I will go back to the screen here real quick. Okay, so this is just an example of eStage, and you guys are in the 4%, you know what this is. We have built this. This is a themed platform built on WordPress. In other words, you don't share it with anybody else. It's on your domain. It's on your server. You have full control over it. And this is just a demo, okay, that Nigel, he is creating actually created eStage Academy, okay? And so this can be representing you. This is just one of the, one of many themes that it will have, okay? But here, it's simple, right? You gotta, if you want to blog, if you want to vlog, something that will represent you, okay? Where I can invite people, where they can check out my products, okay? I can link out to other products, but really what I'm focusing on, hey, look, he's even got the chatbot going on here. You interacting with people, about me, right? This thing is looking beautiful. Okay, now we built this you can go back to me right now. We build this for people that don't have a home, right? And I really build this for I put myself in my, in the shoes of somebody like I was many years ago where I did not have a home. So there's different options. If you're somebody that knows how to do this, who can build yourself, a site, interactive, where you can create this situation seamlessly. You can link out to other programs, but you center everything revolves around you. Do it yourself. You can hire somebody to do it for you, right? Typically, that thing's going to cost quite a bit of money. We have a product called eStage, okay, which you guys can see in the programs if you go check it out. And there's eStage Academy coming out that will kind of complement that. That shows you literally step by step. Here is how to build your home. It's a templated thing. It's different from ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is this, okay, and this. That's your ClickFunnels. This is your home. ClickFunnels stuff, Kartra, LeadPay, all that stuff revolves around your home. You need to have a home that you will have control over. You're not dependent on anybody else. You have the key. If you don't have the key to your home, if somebody else opens the door for you, that's not your home. Okay? You got to have the key to the front door, and you got to be able to lock it up or open it up. Okay? So that's where eStage, we've introduced eStage, and we have that particular product that solves this for the marketplace. And again, we've created it for us, but it serves so many people right now. It's crazy. Okay, thing number 3 here. Okay, so my energy, all of my energy, once I have the setup here, all of my energy goes towards maintaining my home, because every single activity I do here, okay, I'm gonna think, okay, working smart. How can I improve this? Okay, how can I make a connection between these people and this? And this is ultimately what? It's you. I don't have a business, I am a business. Everything revolves around you. You're the center of the universe, okay? Number 3, okay, hang out with smart people. Important, you guys, important, man. You've got to hang out with smart people. You've got to get away from people that are not smart. Pretty simple. Why is that important? It's your 4% activity. Look, keep it simple, man. Keep it very, very simple, okay? It might look complicated, but I promise you, the reason it's complicated is because if you're looking at this and you're like, dude, this is complicated over my head, you're just ignorant, okay? Now, if you did not know this before, it wasn't your fault. But when you know, okay, and you continue to be ignorant, it is your fault. So entrepreneurs, the reason I'm doing the 4% show, right, the 4% Entrepreneur Show, is to tell you stuff that made a big, not just incremental or tiny difference for me, it made giant difference for me. Millions of dollars worth of difference for me personally. Okay? Somebody that did not have $1.19 to his name, college dropout, barely graduated high school, the whole 9 yards, man. I had the whole package. To being able to, create something that the lifestyle that most people I could not even dream about that kind of lifestyle. It's awesome, man. It's great. Most importantly, the biggest satisfaction is making a difference, right? Leaving, doing something that one day will be, will become a legacy. You know what I mean? And it's exciting, dude. It's exciting. So my goal here is to teach you what it takes and how to do it, okay? And so there are a few moving parts, not a lot, okay? But there are still a little bit of moving parts. Number one is mastering and understanding traffic generation. It's not negotiable. You gotta do it, okay? If again, like I said, right now, as far as I know, okay, the best resource that you can get yourself into, education-wise, check out Internet Traffic Mastery. Okay, that will be the place. If you want to go somewhere else, buy other products, I don't care. Okay, you can buy a product here, a product there, a product there. I just wanted to create a central place where we can teach people the language of traffic. All of my 10, 13 years of work is condensed into this diagram right now. Okay, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I teach it. Okay, and then you got to understand this, which is the concept I explained. Make a commitment to hang out with smart people only. Take a look at your Facebook, take a look at your Facebook, feed. And if you see a dumb post or a dumb comment or a stupid post or a stupid comment or somebody just like, dude, just delete it, man. You don't need to associate yourself with people that are dumb. And can we be real here? There's a lot of dumb people here, man. Why? Because they choose to be that, right? They decide to be that. I want to encourage you to work smart. Hang out with smart people. Listen to smart people, okay? Get around people that inspire you. That's why we created the 4%. If you don't resonate with us, find another group of people. If you're watching this, you're not part of what we're doing here. Find a group of people that you resonate with and put blinders on, okay? Find smart people. Get around smart people. Listen, watch smart people. But be careful not to get conflicting information, right? And so that's that, man. Phyllis is laughing. Miles saying Facebook is out of control. Okay. I look at I hardly ever hang out on Facebook, I hardly ever read any newsfeed stuff because most of that is just garbage. Okay. Who cares, man? I want to go somewhere. Okay. So I want to do that. So does this make sense, everybody? Yeah. So what we want to do is we want to know the process. Okay. Sales. You got conversions here, right? You got leads, and then you got traffic. This is the process that can take you, and then you've got this stack going on for every one of them, the reverse funnel. Okay? Did you get some good ideas from today's show? Please let me know in the comments. Okay? Please let me know in the comments. Keep things simple. Again, take a look at the big picture and then just dive in and take step one. Okay? Step one. For those of you guys who are completely new and you would be like, dude, I just wish somebody could take my hand and just hold me by the hand and walk me through this thing, okay? Watch out. We probably within a week or so, we will have a training program called the 4% Challenge that will be opening up publicly again. We have literally thousands of raving reviews for that challenge because that literally is exactly what it takes. We'll basically say, you know what? Here, step number 0, where do we start? This right here, okay? Let's work on that. And then it's like a daily feeding you, spoon feeding you every single day. Like nothing like it anywhere. And so we're going to be opening that program up again. If you really need that kind of a coaching, you'll have that available. We'll talk more about it. I appreciate you, right? I want to congratulate you. Thank you for sticking through. We've been here an hour and a half. Hopefully you guys, you got an idea or two from it. Apply it. The biggest thing here is application, right? And if I can serve you, I'm here, okay? We're doing this every Tuesday, every Thursday on 4%.com. You can register, create yourself a free account, get inside, check out some of the free stuff, free goodies we have. We have over 70% of our programs right now are free of charge. Right now. I don't know how long it's going to be, but go ahead and register yourself, check out some of that stuff. Definitely take a look at my screen here. So when you go to, if you have not yet, okay, go to the screen. So if you haven't yet go to the programs here, okay, on 4percent.com, and check out Wealth Building Blueprint. Okay, this program right here will change your life as an entrepreneur. And it's free. You can enroll in it for free right now. Check it out. If you are, some of you guys were asking about traffic, this is the program that you need, Internet Traffic Mastery. Okay, it sells for $1,997, so you can do 3 easy payments of $765. This right here is worth at least 10 times that amount. Okay, at least 10 times that amount. There are other individual programs on traffic that you can buy. Hey, here's Google pay-per-click, here's Bing pay-per-click, here's Facebook pay-per-click, and this pay-per-click. Just standalone crash courses that are selling for $1,000, $2,000. I give you the full enchilada, the complete traffic system. Complete traffic system. You literally will not need to buy any other program. That's if you want to master it. Regardless, I appreciate you. Look forward to seeing you here next time. Cheers, everybody.